Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my lovelies. Thought I'd do just a quick live because I came up with something, thought about it, came across me actually. Something that I'd heard about years and years ago. And I thought it was really relevant at the moment. What it was is the Chinese bamboo tree. Why are we so impatient? Sorry, let me just go back to that. The impatient. We live in such a world of, I want it now. There is a Chinese bamboo tree. Let's take these off. That when seeded, it's seeded, as long as it's when you seed this bamboo seed, you seed it in fertilized soil. Make sure it's positioned in the right place, that, you know, the good sunlight, and it's in a good place. So you water it and you feed it. After year one, there's nothing that actually shows above ground, but you persevere, you carry on feeding it, you fertilize it, and you look after it. After year two, there's still no visual. There's nothing that's actually grown above the ground. You start, getting a bit annoyed, but you think, oh, okay, it is what it is. You carry on doing that. Year four, still nothing out there. No visual plantation above the ground. And yeah, rightly so. You think, oh, bloody hell, maybe it was a bad seed, it didn't work. And it's not going to actually produce anything. But there's something inside you that says, yeah, come on, just, a little bit of water. It's not going to harm it. Year four, still the same. By then, you're probably gritting your teeth. Thinking, bloody wasted all this time. Feeding it, watering it, making sure that, nothing around it is obstructing it. But guess what? Year five, in 6 weeks, that plant that you seeded has grown 80 foot high. So the question is, did it grow 80 foot in the 6 weeks? Or did it grow 80 foot? Was it growing underneath when you weren't seeing what it was doing? So, in trying to, when I looked into this, basically all those years, those 4 years that you weren't seeing any progress, what it was doing, it was growing its foundations. It was growing the roots. It was the roots, as you know, go really, really deep down into the ground, and it's anchoring them and making a solid foundation to be able to support when it does come out, the actual plant, which obviously can grow really, really high. So it was so easy to be able to give up after the first year, the second year, the third year, the fourth year, because we're not seeing a result. We live in such a now world. We want everything now. We're so very bloody impatient. Like the microwave, when I first got married, I'm not telling you how long ago, but when I first got married, if I wanted to heat anything up, like, I don't know, a soup or milk or whatever, I'd have to put it into the hob. It'd take probably about 4 minutes. Or if I wanted to heat last night's dinner, I'd put it in the oven. By the time the oven heated up to the right temperature, put some foil in it to keep the heat in. It'd take maybe 15 minutes. Then the microwave came up. Oh my God, what a bloody blessing. You can heat something up that used to take 3 minutes, only takes 1 minute. But guess what? Over the time, that 1 minute, that minute still is too long, because we've got so used to having it done quickly, we're still impatient. We want it done even quicker. My internet connection, when I bought my first my computer, used to be a massive thing. It filled up half the room. I can remember that I used to click on the web page. I used to go into the kitchen. I used to make a cup of coffee, wait for the kettle to boil, make a cup of coffee, come back, and if I was lucky, it would just about open its page. Now, with our fibre broadband and this, that and the other, when we open a new tab and we want to go on the next page, if it's doing its little thing for about 30-40 seconds, we're bloody tapping that mouse and tapping the thing, and we get really irritated because we are so bloody impatient. We want instant gratification. We do not want to wait anymore. But the thing is, it's not good, because that is not what happens. I mean, what can we learn from this bamboo plant that I was explaining to you about? It teaches us that if we believe in something, we have to learn to be patient. We learn how to be consistent in the fact that we water it, we feed it, and we still look after it. And even though we still have faith of whatever we want, even though we don't actually see the results straight away, faith is having something that we haven't seen yet. So, waiting for something to happen, even though you're doing something, is actually building you character. It's giving you patience, and it's building you strength and character and knowledge. Because I always say that, so many people that you see on the news have won the lottery of a large amount of money. It's very, very common that they lose that money just as quickly as they make it. Why? Because they've not had to struggle. They've had not to build. They've not had to persevere to get that money in the first place. So it doesn't matter to them. They've not actually had to shed any sweat and tears to actually get that money. Hence why people that have built very, very successful businesses and for some reason or another have lost it, these people tend to build businesses and have other businesses that are just as successful as the first ones. Why? Because they have learned the process, they have learned the skills, they know what to do, what doesn't work, what does work and what doesn't work. They have built a solid foundation, and once you do that, then you're fine. So the moral of this story is, don't be impatient. Whatever you do, whatever you're looking for, what you're hoping to achieve, is just because you don't get your results straight away, don't give up. We teach our children, don't give up, keep on trying. So if we're teaching these to our children, why are we not actually doing it ourselves? Well, I am, but we're being a bit of a hypocrite when we tell our children to be to be patient, to keep on trying, and it'll be all okay in the end. But we're not doing it ourselves. As soon as we get a bit of a hurdle, or we don't get instant results, then that's it. We throw in the towel, which is a shame, because you never know round the corner when your time will be. So build your foundations, build your knowledge, have your why always in front of you, and just keep going. Because if it's not today, it might not be in 6 months, it might not be a year. But if you're persistent and keep growing, it will grow, and it will grow very fast afterwards. But the thing is, like the bamboo tree, is it took 4 years underground to build its solid foundation to be able to support the success or the plant above. And that's how it goes in business. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Sorry if I haven't got my glasses on. I will reply to any messages. Thank you very much for listening to me. Very short and sweet, and I'll catch up with you soon. So on this note, be persistent, never give up. Even though you don't see the results straight away, it'll happen as long as you believe. All right, darlings, bye.